tears right off your shoes, like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Hello, would you pick up the
to make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then up into the satellites, then falls down back to earth to bring a broken heart back to life. Happens all the time, lost the appetite and lack of
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. It's the Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Phoenix, Arizona.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice defense. Hold it right there. The Mexican monster. And David Benavidez is on the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again. 1, 2.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Hold it right there. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Body shots aren't flashy, but sometimes they're more damaging, especially for the later rounds. David Benavidez might be ready to go. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. That jab scores. Catch and shoot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Punch, counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. Didn't land that jab. Incredible work rate. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. David Benavidez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
Great work. I love that jab slip.
Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and put him back in his...
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there.
The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That hook was off target. He misses with that jab. These two were made for each other. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Look back in the history book. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And the Mexican monster might be ready to finally go down. Somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Looks like trouble was averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. David Benavidez might be ready to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know what, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come up, though, ring away, you walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good work. Good man, good man.
Just come back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and...
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still...
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let them back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the basics.
Nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots.
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They blocked the left there. Lucky that hook didn't score. The Mexican monster's in trouble. Disaster averted.
Benavidez now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And the Mexican monster might be ready to finally go down. I thought that was going to be a... Whoa, wait a minute! And it's survival time for David Benavidez. And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
These two fighters are made for one another. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Misses with the straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. David Benavidez in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two... Time for the 5th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvellous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The overhand scores. Caught right through the guard with a big uppercut, and this time he might go down. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are... Whoa, wait a minute! David Benavidez might be ready to go. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That was somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell her man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday in gym, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat back quick like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. When your team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit. Lonely at the top, they won't give what it's costing. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really neat. Very beautifully, very alliterated. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really neat. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. Little battle raps for you. So alive. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence, a strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the silence.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" tall, with a reach of 74. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Out of Harlem, New York, 72.6 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 184 centimeters.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
It'll be ding-ding from Beth Bardo off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Oh, he took that jab well. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice lead hook. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice hook. That hook had to hurt. And another hook to the body score. Defense. Whoa, wait a minute. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You're my back on the job. It was a god-awful round.
Great round now. Relax. Relax now. I don't want you to load
Back into the fight. You're not even in the same league as him.
Take him out. He's ready to go.
On to the second round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Hold that thought. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had... Whoa, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. These two were made for each other. Throws the uppercut but misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Down goes RJJ. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Back on the job. That was a terrible...
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good work out there.
Than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on.
Missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great.
Get a jab back. It's boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. All right? Go back out there and win this round. You only lost one round. Nothing.
Go out. Great work. Good man, good man. Just saying again.
You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together.
On to the third. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Hook just can't find the target. Just misses with that jab. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They block the uppercut. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure, right?
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Disaster averted.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
One moment changes everything. It's Fuller right there. I think that that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe and move, get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.